Zio get me by to how dear not see my menu. There was some gonna walk a rare. Never your hand, dear blue. How dear not see a cartoon. Sazo mega ye blanco guadi so eh kawaka kama mapenyo no consider bagam ye botlana ye to dogin se kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao mamen budo ken no sugu lero mana we ye we so resi kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao okay no sugu tomorrow Nyera no I woke up out of war. My way call ya more it one word to get one to come back to you. My way so yes to I do. Yakwe monte wanu agara me no so e kaso bo black ya me nyaba wakama o. I was so to I wanna see why you to go. My never believe I go. So scared of it, I will not know the mouth. You go ahead and see how many. How do you not see it ever good? Some yet, Maluo, no bon ça ça il go me na ça va tout après il était tout me faire manga wa kori de take bon bebe bola tene manje yema ça we wa pia ya so tu magasi ma u kala mi black ya mi ya ma wa kama ana nora yetu Never your hand, dear blue. How dear not see a cartoon. Sazo mega ye blanco guadi so eh kawaka kama mapenyo no consider bagam ye botlana ye to dogin se kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao mamen budo ken no sugu lero mana we ye we so resi kewe okay no sugu kuwa ko eresi ao okay no sugu tomorrow Nyera no I woke up out of war. My way call ya more it one word to get one to come back to you. My way so yes to go I do. Yakwe monte wanu agara me no so e kaso bo black ya me nyaba wakama o. I was so to go I wanna see why you to go. My never believe I go. So scared of it, I will not know the mouth. You go ahead and see how many. How do you not see it ever good? Some yet. Maluo, no bon ça ça il go me na ça va tout après il était tout me faire Maka wakori de kage bonga gbebo atene. Mage ye mae sewe wapie ye wasore oye. Tu magasi. Mau garakala mui. Lagia mui ye ma wa kama. Ana nere ye kubaba.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Labro Pub Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight for tuning in and joining us. We say thank you, thank you. All we ask you to do for us tonight, just share to as many brothers and sisters as possible. Please share this, share this. We're here again to rock it, and rock everything here tonight. We want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight again to Labro Pub Radio. It's wonderful, wonderful thing to have you all. But I'm not hearing myself. What's going on here? Okay. All right. So it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with my internet. So again, folks, Samson told Liberal Public Radio. Thank you for joining us. And those of you that are watching, those of you that are going to be coming in, please do us a favor and share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible. It's very important we do so. Because what I really like for our brothers and sisters to join us and have conversation with us. It's very important we do so. Very, very important we do so. Please share this. Share this video. Share it to as many people as possible. Share it, so we can discuss Liberia and all good thing about the country, Republic of Liberia. I want to thank you again. Please do us a favor here and just share it to as many people as possible so that they can join us and have conversation here as well. Okay, to the honor list, not too much Tabata starting tonight. So if you care to join me now, you can do so. Again, I just want to announce. If you hear me, I'm drinking too much water there. Okay, all right. So let me just announce it again. Like I said before, at the end of the show, 15 to 20 minutes of time. Tonight, I will do that 20 minutes of time. I want to finish the reading of this 1979 plan of rest riot organized by the Progressive Alliance of Liberia. It's a very interesting reading, very interesting reading. So if you want to listen to some history being made, join us tonight. Join us tonight. And just bear with us as we come on to have that conversation. It's very important that we have that conversation. What kind of business is this? Okay. What's going on here? What is happening with my internet section? Guys, I hope that I'm audible. I hope so, because I keep hearing this one. I thought I'd done play. Okay. All right. Yeah. I am. Okay. All right. So, I hope yes, I'm audible. Okay. For some reason, this is not coming through. That's not what I want to hear. That's not what I want to hear. Okay. I think I'm audible. So again, folks, Samson told Labropa, please just share this video to as many people as possible, and we will do our best here. Like I told you guys the other day, I'm the producer. I'm the what you might call. Okay, right there. So I'm everything here. I'm trying my best. Wow, this one's gonna take forever. All right. Okay. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Analysts, if you care to join us, please do so. I send a link out. And those of you who do not have the link, let us know. We was resend. In fact, we will resend if you care to join us. If not, no big deal. The liberal, you know me, I can talk. I like talking anyway. So talking in my area. Talking Tabata is my specialized area. Okay. So my Esther, if you're coming tonight, bring your Tylenol. Tylenol is all the way. Tylenol. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. We want to thank you for the opportunity that you are giving us and the opportunity that you continue to give us. We want to thank you for things that are yet to come, but we know for sure because through you, they are coming. Good things are coming to us. We thank you for that. We thank you. We have faith in you. Because of our faith, we know you have declared what will be coming to us. Thank you. We receive it in your name. My Lord, we ask again tonight as we come before you for those brothers and sisters that are unable to join us tonight. We say, step in. Whatever it is, step in. Take complete control, my Lord. You have the power to do so. We know you can, and we know you can do it. We also know that you have done it before. So we're not ashamed, we're not bashful to come and make that proclamation here on this public forum. Thank you for that. My Lord, we come again tonight to say the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed through you. Without you, we see nothing. Even with the lights are shining, our eyeballs are open, we see nothing. Only your light is what we see. We want to thank you. Because of your light, we see anywhere you want us to see. We see anything you want us to see. Thank you. Thank you. My Lord, we ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Travel mercy. Whatever he traveling to, mercy. Mercy. Traveling mercy always. Extend his life. Touch his hand. Whatever in area he touches, bless his hand. Whichever door he knocks, you open the door in the interest of the Liberian people through you. My Lord, we come again and we say the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, folks, just share this video, share it to as many people as possible. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. For the few that are watching, we say thank you for joining. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Just share this video to as many people as possible so that we can get it going here. Just share it. Share the video. Share the video. What was it one? What kind of business there? Okay. All right. So I'm not too sure what is happening with LPR tonight, but we'll get to the bottom of it. The board chair is here. I'm not here to come in and say I'm the board chair. That's it. So we will get to the bottom of it tonight. What's going on here with LPR? They crumb and let power business. Wow. Crumb in the power business, you don't play with it. You don't play with it, money. Eh, do whatever you want to do. When you're ready, you will call on. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Few things here. Few things first. Okay. In the Republic of Liberia, folks, there are some serious things that are happening. There are some things that are happening. We have to pay attention. Those of us that support this government, those of us that support this government, and we pray that this government will be successful. And we pray that this government will succeed in everything else to make sure the Liberian people are better off. So, however, we're not going to just sit down and allow people who have no interest in making sure Liberia get better off to just come and take over and just do whatever it is they want to do. This, this is unacceptable. But for some reason tonight, I'm not too sure. Folks, I'm not too sure if I'm audible or not. Uh, so I'm not too sure what is happening with my LPR. I'm not too sure. I think I am audible. I hope. I hope. Let me see. Yeah, I'm audible. Okay. Okay. So I'll do this here. Okay. All right. So yes, I am. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So a few things here I want to talk about tonight while I'm waiting for folks. The violent tendency, the tendency of being so much violent erupting in Liberia. In Liberia. I don't know where this thing is going. People cussing ladies in public, people standing in public and insulting women. Where are we going? People threatening violence. Listen to the speaker making some remarks that are so ridiculous on the face. What is this? What is this country coming to? The interesting thing is, those of us that are in the diaspora, I'm not too sure whether we're quite aware of what is happening in the country. I know we're still connected. I know we're still connected, but the downturn of the culture, the way things are going, I'm not too the downward trend of the culture of our beloved country. Whether you're opposition or for government, it's really getting out of hand. They have left, the folks have left the corrupt behavior here. Now they're getting into threats and violence. Whenever the government say there's certain rules are being violated, whether it be your drugs rules are being violated by people selling drugs illegally, whether it be motorcyclists accusing people of stealing bike and bringing their own justice. This is how you lose control. It doesn't matter how. Okay, just think about it. How many police people in the entire country, in a country of 5 point something million? How many, even if you combine the police and the army, can you control? If we are not going in these community to let them know that these behavior are not conducive for the society that's supposed to help for the future. If these behavior in these different community, if we cannot go and approach them, you want to throw the book at them. A law is the law. And many of you know the history of the Liberian people. We have challenged the democracy before. We have challenged the rule of law before. And instead of us, Liberians, coming together and say, this is not what we want, we elect people that will carry out our aspiration. My culture, when you settle in, I will bring you in because you're still in and out. Okay, you can elect a president, and this is it. This is where our ideas of democracy tend to be very muddy here. We elect the president, and we elect the vice president. We elect the lawmakers, and the president, the executive, appoints people from different sectors to help him run the country. But these people are coming in with different attitudes and behaviors that perhaps might not be in line with the president's view of how to govern. But because these people recognize they're coming in with a different agenda, they, in the process, will, and I'm not saying this is what's happening, but most likely will decide how they separate the president from the people that he's supposed to be representing. But many of us pick side, as Mr. So would say. We pick side. You're on this side and I'm on that side. And the politicians themselves are quite aware of it. And they feed on that. They throw us the red meat and we fight over crumb. Why they taking the million? All right. Let me bring Sis Scott. Why they say Scott, good evening, thank you. We appreciate it. Why they continue to enjoy and enrich themselves? Okay. Why they continue?
The most independent.
Nobody brought
the
you.
Live wire of LPR is
Nobody
here.
invite you.
What a minute. Oh, the guy is already in fear. He start drinking. You don't drink here. In fact, I have a very urgent announcement to a proclamation here this evening. Koto, good evening.
Mr. So, Mr. So, the liberal is running the show. Let me finish my monologue. Will you?
Good evening, Mr. Soul. Good evening. How are you? Good evening, Mr. Tom.
Madam Kotu, I did not ask you to speak to anybody. You can't speak cross purpose like that. I'm running the show. Not only am I running, I'm the board chair. The two of you can't be speaking to anybody until I say. You know I left power business. I can't chakra my show not bigger. Let me finish my stuff. What? Yeah, man. I recognize the Mr. So good evening. I am the boss here tonight.
Well, you medicine man, what are you going you?
Don't worry about
it. Man is African attire. That's the African.
Fire. I'm not. You see my hand? You see my hand? Fire buckeye. I'm not here to play around. But guys, let me just wrap this on a very serious. And then
we got something good to discuss. Wrap it up.
Yeah, you got something good to discuss. Okay, I have. But the point that I'm trying to make here is the violent tendency in Liberia. It's not seen to be the people are not ready to take it, put that under control. You go in the community, they talk about drugs, they arrest people, community member arresting people, giving them tabé in the community, and the government says nothing. The government itself, on the other hand, to carry out a simple mandate of removal, it's a court order. Then Liberians are going to resist a court order. And then the government police try to enforce the court order with heavy hand. Now the police look bad. Where are we going? Who is the bigger person in the room? The older person in the room that will put stop to this thing here, that will try to make sense to both sides. The government is entitled to run the day-to-day affair of the country. The government it is the responsibility of the government to make sure property and lives are safeguarded.
So who is disputing that?
Mr. So, will you please? I'm not a witness then. I'm making my point. And therefore, You cannot and you must not resist the law. However, if the law is to be believed, if the law is to be respected, you should carry it out without fear or favor. But when you start putting other people on the pedestal and you go after people who are deemed to be the poorest people in the country, then your rules and your law are not respected by the people because they believe the law is not on their side. That is my point tonight. Let me go on. Let me go on. So I'm just warning you two, the two panelists here. I have a new rule on my show. At the end of the show, 15, 20 minutes or 15 minutes of the time, I will bring the
And
show to an end. I got some papers I'm reading. I
so,
call it the reading, history reading section. So
okay,
thank you.
let me tell you right now.
No, you're not
No,
telling me
listen,
anything.
listen,
You're
listen,
not telling
listen.
me anything. Let me welcome. I'm running my show. I don't want to pack in the garage. Mark Kotu, good evening. Thank you for joining me. Mr. So, thank you for joining as a guest on this platform tonight.
I'm
We
not a
will,
guest.
yeah, you are. We will allow you, give you time to speak with a specific time. In your case, Mark Kotu, you got 5 minutes. Mr. So, 1 minute only. Mark Kotu, what's on your
I'm
plate?
getting a background noise. Somebody, your son asking who was snoring. So I don't know. Are you breathing it out?
Mark, you speak, then you can mute yourself. The background noise is coming from
I
Cisco.
think it's coming from you. You sure you start breathing? But go ahead.
Mark, let's hear from you.
Yeah, again, I say good evening to you guys and good evening to the people of Liberia and those that will be coming to listen that are not from Liberia. I'm glad to be here tonight.
Thank you.
What uh what really touched my heart is like you were saying, the disrespect, and also the non-abiding, with government officials or not government official, security people that are sent out there to perform some tasks, and also uh, the police had they behave also. Okay, the thing is, I'm wondering, and what I've been thinking about is this: the security apparatus is a place where the people go for recourse. When you are offended or people offend you, you go there for recourse. But I'm kind of wondering, there are a lot of things that just going on in a neighborhood or in a community or even in a country that people tend not to, take a serious note of. Like, for example, people are disrespected, like respecting police and police disrespecting. I'm kind of thinking, what is the action that is being taken against the police officers that are not performing their duty, or what are they doing to train them in a way that it will perform to the expectation of the citizen? What is happening when citizens start noticing that you are not performing the duty that you are charged with? Then the disrespect comes in. And on both sides, we need to, have trained officers and also educate the community as to how to respect the officers. But I think this is where we all lacking.
Thank you.
The officers
Thank
are not trained, and then, but you said 5 minutes. It's not
no, no, no,
5 minutes.
no. You really believe I will give a Unity Party member 5 minutes? I give you 1 minute, 1 minute over. Let's hear from you, Mister. So
That's not fair. You're not living by your word,
no,
man.
no, no. You and watercolor, you don't get along well. So I put you and watercolor together because the only reason you're making flower is because you're friend. That's why you're making flower. So yeah, you two must
Oh,
work
wait now. When we begin friends, man is a sedition. It has a sedition friend with the partisan.
let's hear from you, Mister. So thank you, sis. Because we'll come back there. Let's hear from you, Mister.
So this is a complete ludicrous. Uh, the very alligators we are having in Liberia, we have one on our feet. and you heard one our follower what they are saying, and for you to, oh, what the speaker do this that, you don't know the speaker. You didn't hear the proclamation that was made as a regime speaker. So is it a surprise that you now going to threaten the four estate? How you going to throw them in jail? And you are doing the similar thing here. You threatening people. Other people going to speak 1 minute. Other people going to speak 2 minutes. You're going to pack people in the garage. You're going to do that. That's is look. I was in Des Moines area recently, and I came across a group of folks who were planning to protest of your behavior on this network, to boycott this network. But I managed to talk to them, and so, and that's exactly what you are doing. You just get and make proclamation thinking that you are in control of programming on this network. That's not it. Whatever documentary that you have, you claimed you read that because I was not here. Your Unity partisan people do not want to stand up to you, Terry and the rest of the other folks. I don't want to call a lot of names here tonight. They know themselves. They read it, but I can tell you, whatever document that you have in your possession, it has to go through uh, the editorial approval, so that your 10 minutes, 20 minutes tonight, it will not be read. What you read yesterday is survived because we're not here. We have, if Liberia is to be fixed, we ourselves, we need to fix ourselves. Having said that, Samson told, you know the reality. Why are you trying to salad dress issue here? You don't know who do this, that you're struggling to find an interpretation, trying to mend voice together. Look, we got to be honest. If you want to be dog, be dog. You want to be cat, be cat. Don't be the cat.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the attitude of the regime speaker is unfolding. So what
Thank
is
you.
the surprise?
Thank you, Mr. So. Thank you very much. This is not a banana republic. This is Liberia Public Radio that is being run by the bull, and of course, you being a CEO, but you're on my gabble. And you're not gonna come here demand and say this is where you want, this is wow. Well, you think that Moria here or you think that Total here? No, we're not. This is the Republic of Liberia, no, Liberia Public Radio. So what we do think in the interest of the Liberia. And these so-called protesters from Iowa, they better get in the street. They better get in the street. I will send Gabriel Coleman to give the. In fact, do they even have permit to want to protest against me? Do they have permit? Who gave them the permit? Mr. So, do you want me to talk? Please. I mean, the people, whoever want to protest against me. In fact, the more you protest against me, the more popular you make me. Bring it on. Bring it on the board chair. And Samson too is not here to I don't call it. You cannot bamboozle me into accepting your conservative idea because Iowa, you're from Iowa. You're not even in America. You're from Canada. Thank you very much, Mr. So. Let me go on with my show. That's how I want to address the people from Iowa who want to protest against the liberal. Why would you want to? The liberal is the person who view is in line. But of course, Iowa, who are Iowa? People from Iowa, they're all conservative, Mr. So. That's why you like going to Iowa. You will not come to visit in California because you know they will not accept you at the border. So that thing you're talking about, that's something else. But let's move on. Ma Kotu, let me come back to you. On this issue, Mr. So want us to sit here and somehow apologize for our support of this president.
Who? What are you talking about?
When you not say we know the alligator and all that kind of big deep parliament.
I'm just telling you the reality. The reality, and in the interest of being honest to your supporters, are you surprised of what Richard Kuhn was saying?
Mr. So, can I talk? Malkotu, day one. Richard Kuhn, you told us who Richard Kuhn is. So you're muted, man. Man, you're muted.
Now you admitting?
Yes, you told us who Richard Kuhn is. Okay. because you worked with him before, you said, so you know who he is. However, his behavior, specifically about that audio, perhaps is liquor talk, and so we're not going to hold too much on it. But these are things that Mr. So the liberals, you can't tie this thing around anybody in this government. The government, in fact, Rachel Kuhn is a speaker of the House of Representatives. He's not speaker of the executive branch, the three branches of government. So why you want to bring him on board with the executive? We're not going to accept that. All we can say is that his attitude and behavior are not something that this president will support. And most likely, we hope that the president will respond to that in due time. Mark Cottrell, let's hear from you on that. Talk to me about that a little bit, then we can go back to Mr. So, who is here tonight to try to discredit us, and we will not allow that. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. So you see, this is where I have maybe my political ambition or my political philosophy is different from other people. I one person.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me make my announcement. Rescue 2, Rescue 1 is calling. Mark Cottrell, go ahead.
I believe in the government is composed of three branches, and in the three branches there are individuals within the three branches, and I can just conclude when a one person behave in the legislature. I tend to blame everybody in the legislature that the legislature is messed up, the legislature is this. Okay, or the judiciary having a problem, I just conclude that all of the judges and they are not trusted, they are bad, and that generalization I just don't like it to make. I have had problem with Richard Kuhn, and it is not because I have problem with Richard Kuhn personally means that he is bad for the country. Let's get that right. Okay. And the personal problem could lead to an effect on the country. But again, when sometimes you try to explain some other people's behavior or what problem they have, they kind of link it to our country is so polluted on political party link or political group or friendship business. They tend to just make decisions based on that. But I do not carry my political philosophy on that line. I know Rachel Kuhn personally. He in my community that and my family. And the only reason why sometimes I kind of hold on to some of these things not to talk, because our country is kind of gullible. They kind of like when you start to say things against some official, the next thing they start to target your children, they target your family people. And my whole generation is in Liberia, but I can tell you, and I can say frankly that there are just some people that are not supposed to be in a public space, especially when it comes to the kind of job. Putting those kind of people in the position of such is kind of dangerous. But if you say it because they kind of like would be able to lavish money easily, because the way they get money is how to spend it out there. And if they're able to give, Mr. To money or Mr. So money, people kind of like build their friendship on that. Like,
I don't want to be a case
I'm
study.
just setting an example. I'm not saying you.
Use your patron, use your friend too. I don't want to be case study in that.
Okay, then people tend to
you have
support
nothing.
them.
Mark Cottrell, hold on 1 minute. Mr. So, the lady.
Man, okay, I told you a name for now. I put John.
We can use whatever name we want to use on the
I put John there. And I finished.
We are free. We are
I
free.
put it John.
Entitled to use whatever name we want to use.
So I'm putting John. Okay, like John there.
Respect people view and their speeches. What do you think this is? Oh, you knew Donald Trump now?
So,
We can't call your
so,
oh,
so
man.
let me and let me
Right,
let me tell people here today some of the behavior that we carry on today in government starts from where in our neighborhood or in our community, even in our homes.
thank you.
The
Thank you.
behavior we practice, we tend to carry the behavior into the public space, and that's what I think happening.
Thank you.
I may be wrong, but for me, for the length of time, maybe I've been on it ever. I think it's almost going to 6-0, and I have learned something. I have dealt with friends. I have dealt with government. I have seen government coming in and going out. We tend to repeat the same thing. Most of the people don't realize that they repeat it themselves.
Thank
And when
you.
you try to call their attention on it, they get mad with you, they get annoyed. But you are looking for the public position. If you do not perform to the people ability, the next thing is they're going to take you off.
Thank you, my
Eh,
country. Thank you, brother.
I hope our people this time, and that's why we'll be educating them, because what is happening, we want to
Thank
have
you,
good.
my country. We'll come
Let
back
me
to
just
you.
end
Yes,
on
no,
this,
we'll
Mr.
come
Cole.
to you. We'll come back to
Yeah, anytime I change in my position, sometimes maybe I will not log on. But let me just make a point. We tend to overlook these things that, okay, I will always use money to get into power. And this is why we want to educate our people today. This little 5 or 10 that somebody will give you to put them in power, it's not going to sustain you. This is where we have people today, they complaining they don't have job. They don't have job, they want job. How will you get a job when you're compromising your job, putting people in job that will not advocate for you to get a job?
thank
Putting people in job, you're not qualified, you want a job. And the possibility is not there for you to get a job. The job market is not there. And they will not tell you it because you want to be living on hands on. People giving you hand on will not keep you on for the rest of your life.
thank you.
So
Thank you.
let me stop there for now and see. Okay.
I think I will come back to you in about 1 hour. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, Mr. Tommy. So, good evening, my brother. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all the way from Pennsylvania. Sis Clark, go ahead and get yourself some talent out. Mr. So, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you on this here. Don't come here and try to say we need to eat crow. Nobody gonna eat crow on this here. Don't come here and try to bring the father of the nation name into this here. He has nothing to do with it. So let's hear from you. Let's hear from you, Mr. So. I'm not trying to
This
restrict
is,
you. I'm not trying to restrict you. Speak your mind, but speak it the way it's supposed to be.
I should do what?
Speak your mind the way it's supposed to be. I'm not going
You
to
know,
restrict you.
every night you guys come here, you expose yourself, you make yourself vulnerable, and it's just a ploy. What you doing here, you pretending as if you start Pink Cotto from talking, but it's a ploy. That's how you guys behave. You started off here in your introductory part that you're going to carry on in the endless way. Now she carrying on. Now you're embarrassed. You getting backlash from your viewers, follower. You try to stop her when you already give her in power, and you're telling me that you're going to
Mr.
speak
So, will
one
you
minute.
please speak to the
But
issue? Don't speak to my operational style. Please speak to the issue.
so
Rescue.
I'm
Let
just
Mr.
looking
So
at
just
you.
rescue two. Rescue two.
As
Thank you
usual,
for joining.
you're the sympathizer, which is also good. But your argument is not adding up. You're still finding yourself to protect your own alligators. You're unable to call them out. You try to remove yourself from the crime scene when you witness it, when you could be a potential to witness, state witness in this case. You try to get out of it. You have made an announcement. You're calling your people. Terry is here. Those are your people that are always to rescue. The next person, maybe you call Clarence David. That is okay. But look, we said this
Yeah,
thing.
Clarence, your point needs show up.
Yeah. Terry saying he text, so he coming now too. All of them coming. But look, all of this thing here, I don't know why Cotto is still putting spin on what she's saying. She made it known here. We got it cleared. We got to be very honest. You too, you know it. You try to, I don't know. I never talk about executive being part of it. Well, Yeah, who gave birth to the speaker is the executive.
There we
And
go.
the guy came, he made a proclamation that he is a regime speaker. They're gonna do it the regime way. And the war regime, we know exactly the interpretations of the war regime, what it means, the implication, the long, we saw the short term, we saw the long term. Have you listened to this song here to the extent that songwriters they are you not listened to that song before? You want me to play it?
Mr. Soul, will you please talk to us? We're not here for no playing video or anything like that. Everything you got, that liquor talk.
So yeah, so you say now maybe the speaker talking local talk, but look, it's a clear indication that's the challenge that we have. We don't tend to put everything on the president, but the president does have a responsibility when his top supporters are doing things, then he needs to speak. These were the things that we frowned on yesterday with George. We have been unable to continue to manage his surrogate. Top people, is confident. And we said that, we talk about that. You frown against that. But here you are now, you as a major host on this network, you have changed your name. You that itself is troubling.
How changing my name will be troubling to you, Mr. Soul?
Oh
Explain
no.
to the audience.
Oh, thank you. It's troubling because people lose a trust in you, the trust of yesterday. The Samson told that we knew to yesterday, who pretend to be deliberate. We questioned you being a really genuine and authentic laborer. When you sit on the platform as a facilitator to inform, to allow people to express their views and opinion, and you come back, you want to lead or rule with iron fist, and calling yourself, you align yourself with the executive, you change your identity. That is confusing. That is disappointing. And you exhibit those authority of your friends, the Richard Kuhn guys, and all of that. You exhibit that here. So now you make the people they kind of like confused. They don't know which direction to go. You change your name to you now from Samson to Fire Boyka. So everybody is understandable. Everybody wants to hang out with the big people. That itself, you lose the substance of your conversation.
Thank you.
Why should you change your name?
Thank you.
What is the essence of that?
Thank
Are
you.
you an agent? Are you an agent now of the Unity Party planted within the LPR to promulgate, or more or less you are propagandist now? Facts, another facts versus fiction on LPR?
Thank you, Mr. Soul. Beautiful question, which I particularly don't care to answer. My name is my name. My changing of the name is temporary. It's only a 4 years process. After that, we will go back to our original name, and that's it. Mr. So, you will not come here to intimidate me. There's no way. No way, Mr. So. Because whether I change my name to Fire Wakai or Wakai Fire, it doesn't change anything. I really don't know these people. They don't know me. However, the president of the Republic of Liberia, he's a genuine person. The president of the Republic of Liberia is trying his best to get this process going. Now, before you intrude into my show here very, very early into the program, without me inviting you, you invited yourself. So, but before you came in, I was making a point. I said, we, the Liberian people, elected the president, the vice president, the legislatures, and the senators were all elected. Legislators, I mean the lawmaker, the law, House of Representatives, and the Senate. They were elected by the Liberian people. Now, the president's duty, according to us, is to carry out the day-to-day affair of the Republic of Liberia as an executive. He alone, and we realize that he alone cannot do it. He appoints people to help him carry that out. There are certain people that are coming on board. We all know this. They are coming with their own hidden agenda. And
Who are those
the
people?
rest of so yeah, I'm not on a witness stand. You're not gonna kind of ask me who you think you're Perry Missy. You're not gonna come and ask me what those people. Like, I'm making my point. So These people, many of them have their a hidden agenda. And now these hidden agenda has been exposed because the president allowed the media to be free. The president allowed the Liberian people to be free to speak their mind. Mr. So, you go to many other African countries, you don't have the opportunity that President Baka has provided for us to speak our mind freely. So I'm not going to sit here to try to apologize for my support for President Baka. I'm not going to sit here and try to say regret for my support of President Baka. We're not going to do that. So let me say again, you know very well the process that brought Speaker Kuhn in the first time. I was against it, and Kofa stood his ground, and the Constitution prevailed under this president. Under this president, that indeed, if you let me finish my point. Indeed, Mr. So, let me remind you, I will continue. I'm not on a witness stand, and you're not Perry Mason. That indeed, the Constitution, which the president support, you want to be a speaker, there are process, and the process will carry out freely. Speaker Cooper, his name in the hat, he was elected. That does not mean whatever behavior he has that he's being supported or perhaps being assisted to carry out devious behavior as he carrying out now. So I'm not going to sit here and try to apologize on behalf of, I don't even know President Waka. He doesn't know me anyway. Let me go to Terry. Terry, thank you for joining the Libra tonight. Rescue 2, thank you very much. Rescue 1, we welcome you as well. All of you that are listening and watching, we say we welcome all of you. And this is what we do here on Libra Public. I'm here tonight again with Mr. So, the CEO of Liberia Public, who is the CEO and does not pay me as a presenter here. I don't get paid. He refused to pay me. I'm also here with my own sister, Sister Katu, is here tonight to help us carry out this program effectively. And Terry Collins have joined us. Folks, these are folks that help Liberia Public Radio to go on nightly with the help of the CEO, of course. And we appreciate it. Terry, let's hear from you, please. Terry, we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
You getting me now?
Yes.
You hearing me now?
Yeah, we can get you. We've been getting you the
Okay,
whole time.
Sis Koto, how you doing? Yeah,
Sis
and
Koto, are you with us?
to the CEO and to Libra.
No, she's not. Yes, Sis Koto, are you here?
So I think she's with us. She's maybe
Sis
she's checking
Koto,
up
can
something.
you hear us?
But
Why are you worrying? She's hearing you.
Mr. So, what are you? I'm talking about lawyer here on
she's
this
hearing you.
platform. That you think people abusing other people's civil liberty, that you gotta step in anytime?
Go ahead, Mr. To.
No, let me talk to the CEO. You think you're some kind of a civil right lawyer now? That you're gonna step into anything people say here? Mr. So, I'm running my show. Says,
It's desk.
let's hear from you, Terry. I don't know why Mr. So is just gonna try to get a liberal too much problem here tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so we first we got to understand why Richard Kuhn made a statement he made. All right, and I understand people are jittering, and what Richard Kuhn said might throw people off.
Yeah.
But we got to understand what was the initial initial, statement
Conversation.
made that
Yes.
provoked Richard Kuhn to say what he said. So we don't know the full story, all right? And we cannot just conclude that the honorable speaker, former left-hand regime speaker, said that,
Rescue 2, the Tabata Poppy. Thank you, my brother.
This is one of the fake pastors I've ever seen in my life.
Whatever.
Fake pastor. This is unbelievable.
Whatever. Mr. So, the Rescue 2 is on the ground. He's going to straighten you guys up.
CEO,
Yeah.
so we gotta be careful with all of this thing and what we can be doing, and all of that. But the optics from the opposition perspective, they got a point. They say stuff and all that, but we got to know that what the House of Representatives call for calm in the media. because there were certain actions done at the time. Maybe certain journalists crossed the line and all of that. But I think from the optics, it does not look good. But in actuality, we got to investigate from the look of things what really initiate or provoke the speaker to say what he said. And I'm convinced that the speaker is going to give an apology if his statement contravene the law of the state. Mr. So, that's my move.
And I think Terry, I think something that need to be explored. The comment that was made by the speaker was there any violation of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia? For which people are now all claiming all on the after might not look good, but my goodness sake, let's anyway. Since Cartoon, let's hear from you. I know you get. Here we go. I was just about ready to say you're ready to go. Let me move that one. Okay. Then we'll come back to Mr. So, as you can see tonight. Mr. So, let's hear from you.
You know, we are in trouble.
You want to take Tylenol?
I don't need to take Tylenol.
Okay.
I don't need to take Tylenol. If that what you purpose for us to do, you have your guy codenamed Rescue 2, the one who's supposedly to be the most honest person in the
Yes,
in
honest. Today,
the
don't call
country.
Pastor business because today that's Sunday. Today that's Tuesday. He's serving as Liberian public radio analyst, not serving as a pastor.
You're interrupting me.
Okay, go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
So the reason we come to these sort of forum, this public forum, is to provide our honest opinion. But you claim people not know you don't know them. That itself is the question. So how can we believe the sort of message that you preach on a daily basis of who these people are, what their characters, what they represent, when you know nothing about them? But all you do, you come here and just throw range at people, and you want us to flow with it. And you bring in your guy, Terry, on the other end, how it was initiated. Funny, all of these are necessary excuses, but yet you come back to say the uptake is bad. So where do you stand? Where do you stand in this sort of critical thing when things happen? How do you want your audience, the electors, the ordinary Liberians, to get a takeaway when you are making this sort of convoluted statement, one side, this other side, and you do not want to come out precisely as to what you represent? What is your aim? What is your message on this network? When you're protecting politicians, when you should be there for the electors, when you should be there as a cutting edge for the ordinary Liberian to get a takeaway in order to make an informed decision. I don't get it. And this is why you want to leave with iron fist here, but it's not going to work. We will stop that. It is unacceptable. We will not allow it to happen. You can threaten, you can do whatever you can do. It will not hold a dip of water.
Thank you, Mr. So. With respect to whatever it is that you think the board chair is doing, rooting with iron face, the board chair is a dictator, so be it. Benevolent dictator, I can accept that. But let me just say this here on a very serious note, Mr. So. You see, one of the things that I've always explained here on this platform when things become very serious is that we are in a better position. Those of all who supported this government, President Waka specifically, to come to power, we are in a better position to speak freely. Because when we speak, we are not speaking from a position of jealousy. We are not speaking from a position of envy. We are not speaking from a position of hate. We are speaking from a position of strength and true criticism. Now, Mr. So, Terry and even myself, we've been on this platform when things are not done correctly. We point them out. We don't hide them. On several occasions, we will use the word. In fact, on the platform, we have a language that we use here to say bamboo gonna devour cola. That means we are getting ready to go the opposite end. So, whatever, however way you want to describe us, characterize our position, or what have you, it doesn't face us. The main thing we need to do here is this handsome face of mine. This handsome face of mine. Whenever I face this camera, that I be truthful to myself and my God. And when I do that, I go to bed after the show and I sleep real well.
I don't think so.
Mr. So, please let me make my. When I call you after the show, when I call you and complain, all that liquor talk, that real thing that you know it. That's also liquor talk. I just don't want you to go to sleep. I'm not sleeping, and you're 3 hours behind. Ahead of me. So I want to wake you up. That's why I keep you up and say, okay, but I liquor talk. So let me just make my point. So, Mr. So, I go to sleep well. Now, on a very serious note, the behavior of the speaker, what we will not allow, and we will not allow the opposition to try to tie this thing around the executive. We're not going to do that. We're not going to allow you or any other person. You have the right to do it. You have the right to your opinion, but you do not have the right to facts. And we will point the facts out to you. We have the ability to speak for ourselves now. We're not going to have wait until BBC come and talk for us. We speak for ourselves. Mr. So, the liberal is on the floor. And furthermore, the board chair is on the floor.
So my only argument here, which you cannot deny, the current speaker is the political offspring of the president. So
your statement is so heavy. It's so heavy. I'm
not putting it on your head. I am saying Speaker Richard Kuhn is the political offspring of the president.
How is that? Go a little bit deeper than that.
Oh, thank you. And I hope I will not be interrupted. I know when the president of the Republic of Liberia, out of the goodwill of the speaker, the president and the speaker travels to the Vatican. And we saw the political ploy.
Here we go.
We saw the political ploy. When folks of the speaker were calling, we do not want to relegate these things here. And this is why the songwriter has made a special documentary, Those Who Made the Law Has Broke the Law. And this speaker, we know how this speaker came into being. And we know exactly what happened. And not just only, when he took power, instead of he, as a politician, supposedly to be a politician to heal the wound, what did he say? He said he was going to, he told exactly who he is and what he was going to do. He told us that. So I always like to be illustrative in my argument. Let's watch this and see.
Push our agenda. We need to have our own speaker. So today, an opposition speaker will not push our agenda. We need to have our own speaker. So today, I'm the regime speaker.
Okay, let me hold you there. We can't hear you. You see, what my cartel, my people. My cartel is working. We can't hear you. You are muted. You coming to sabotage. You forget to mute yourself.
So why are you muted?
I'll take you don't talk sabotage. Come and bring 1945. Somebody, you mute yourself. We even hear anything you say. Go ahead, make your statement. I won't even say anything.
So again, this is where we came from, and this is where we are. So when they speak out now, who is the number 3rd person per our constitution?
Let me hold you right there, Mr. So. You just played a video. And let me be ridiculous on this. And that's my middle name. And I'm very happy to be the most ridiculous person on this show. The Roger Coon, that video you played, did he say what type of regime he's talking about? Did he say President Wakai administration regime? Did he say a Ghana regime? Did he say Nigeria regime? But please, there are so many regimes all over West Africa. Mr. Soul, you can't come here and try to bamboozle us into thinking that this video here, we're going to try to tie around the president. He said regime. Which regime? Total regime? Mr. So, we're not stupid around here.
When you do this thing, this is one of the dishonest part about you. And it's just absurd, your behavior on this network. And seriously, you are one of the problems of what's going on in Liberia. Because you sit on the major network and you support, you give excuses of everything. Yesterday, you were straight. Today, it's in your favor. It is your colleagues, people you claim here that you don't know them, but from our indication, you know them. You hang out with them. You witness all of the things that happen in Liberia. And for you to come here to look in the faces of your people, it's disappointing to them. To come and ask me whether it's Nigeria regime, is Sierra Leone regime, is Burkina Faso regime? Seriously? Is that what you said? Where is his speaker? Which country is his speaker?
He's not speaker of regime, he's speaker of the Republic of Liberia. He's not a speaker for any regime, let alone regime, President Waka regime. He said he's a speaker of the Republic of Liberia. So why you want to come?
You didn't listen. You want it to roll again?
No, I've already told you. It's not going to fly because he said regime. Did he say I am the speaker of President Wakai administration? No. Mr. So, look, we know the Constitution. Let me go to Terry. I'm sorry to try to be a little bit philosophical here on you this evening. I will soon become tabula rasa on you sooner or later. Let me go to Terry. Terry, this night, the man he came purposely prepared for us. But what he didn't realize is that we ourselves have done our own research. And let's hear from you, Terry. And Mr. So, you think you're going to come on the liberal show? And
first of all,
go ahead, Terry.
First of all, Richard Kuhn said, if the journalist recalls, you can hear me? He said, if the journalist recalls, okay, let me get on my other tablet. You hear me now? Okay. So he said, if the journalist recalls anything, why they are not in session yet, because that's what I was listening to, they will go to jail because it is unlawful to recall. Probably, I don't know the law, but what he was saying, from what I understood from the short, he said that if they recall anything, he said because session have not started yet, they have not have quorum.
Your guy is embarrassed. That's why his forehead is that he's so embarrassed of you. You here tonight.
Mr. So, will you let the rest of the
I come in and Mr. So.
Terry, you need to go on your other.
If you recall anything, blah blah blah. Yeah, let me get on my other device because I'm myself not hearing you guys. Let me get on my other device.
Look, you guys trick. It's not going to fly away. No, listen. It's a strategic move that you're making because you are embarrassed, and that's why you pull your forehead. And Terry will not hearing you go on the other thing, so that by the time he comes back, you will kill it. Can he continue where he stopped?
Mr. So, you're not going to determine how. Why are you up there? You're not going to determine how Terry continued his conversation. Rescue.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So he said those things. But even if he was saying something out of the proportion, let's look at Richard Kuhn, who is the man we're talking about here. Richard Kuhn, right? He's a professor. Do you know he's a professor to the university teaching government budgeting. He had been doing that for over 30 years. Richard Kuhn has an astute record in public service. All right? He dedicated his time. And I don't think he's even getting paid for that. Richard Kuhn does not have a history of violence. Neither does he have a history of, harassing journalists and all of that. We saw the whole fracas of the whole how you call it, the situation that went on in the house. Most of the people that were actually disgruntled came from the Kofa group, the Mervyn Cole, the other guys, and Dixon Sibo. Then they the one were breaking chairs and all of that before it went haywire. But yeah, also the thing, Mr. So when you highlighted that particular video, Richard Kuhn saying he's a regime, blah blah blah. What we need to understand, Mr. So, is that the house is a theater of political, it's a political terrain. And in that political terrain, you have different political parties. And if the Unity Party people, the Unity partisans in the house can be able to galvanize your colleagues as a speaker against you and it succeed, then it shows that you as a speaker, you weak. That is not the cause of the government, because this is politics. The speaker did not perform to that extent for his colleagues to get rid of him in order for them to put into the seat a Unity partisan from a political strategy. That's up to you. You see? So I don't think you will want to use this and blame the government, the executive, for what Richard Kuhn is saying, as if to say it was the executive that removed Honorable Kofa. It was his own colleagues. These people who removed Honorable Kofa, they are all elected. They were all elected on the ballot. They were given, the people, the constituents elected them. They went to the house. They saw Kofa doing other things that were not right, and the opposition to Kofa put the political play in, and it was successful. So the thing here we're supposed to be saying is, how the CDC people were able to remove their own speaker? How did it happen? That's the question I want to ask. What his name? This guy, man, that can always come on the show, Libra. Your
Prince
guy.
Sherry?
Prince Sherry. I want to ask Prince Sherry. I want to ask Boplet and I writing the long thing in here. How did Thomas Fala, the deputy speaker, undermine Honorable Kofa, who he worked with, and in the party with him? How it happened? That is a political terrain. This is not a child play. It's a different branch of government, separate. It's a political terrain. If you, as a politician, cannot hold your ground, then your own people undermining you. Then you want to blame Joseph Burkhardt for Richard Kuhn undermining or removing Honorable Kofa? I would say no.
So let me draw a contrast.
Thank you, Terry. Mr. So will be coming to you. I just want to make a public announcement. Again, folks, Samson told Liberal Public Radio, the Liberal is in control tonight. I have with me Mr. So, who is the CEO of LPR, and Mr. Terry Collins is also here, who I consider to be rescue number 2. We're having some serious conversation. We will be opening the line here very shortly, and within the next 2-3 minutes, we will open the line. And those of you that perhaps want to contribute to the conversation, we will have to do so. Again, Samson told, formerly known as Fire Bakai. I'm not Fire Bakai anymore. I changed my name back. Let's go to you, Mr. So, on a very serious note. Let me ask you this question tonight, because you come up here and perhaps you were under the impression just from here listening to you that perhaps you believe we have made a mistake and that we should be regretful. Is that what for since President Baka became president, you always come out here and say you guys raised the alligator and what have you. What exactly you think we did wrong?
Complete misinterpretations of my argument from time to time.
What has been your
That's exactly That's exactly you and your guy Terry here is trying to change the narrative. The point, the
What
conversation
exactly
here.
is your what
Yeah,
exactly is
listen.
your argument?
The point on our discussion here tonight is the remark of the speaker
Okay.
in the confines of the first branch of government. This is
But
highly.
okay, so I'd accept that. I'll take my question back. Let me take you. Let's go straight to the speaker point. I
You want to
listen
be the
to
Yeka call about now to start
Mr.
taking things back?
No, no, Mr. So you see that one. You see, you and people can have real. You see that why your honor cover sedition and people, your people that you can have good conversation and what a cutter here. Many of and even Prince Sherry, I bring them on here and ask them questions. They sedition are unable to answer any question. So let me say this. Let me go. Let's go straight to the Richard Coon situation. Richard Coon on that audio that I heard, he said, and I'm not excusing that. I think being the Speaker of the House of Representatives, that statement was deplorable. There's no question asked. I don't agree with that statement. Now, let's go a little bit into it. He said, if the House is not in session, if we do not have quorum, and you continue to record things, because if we do not have quorum, people will say whatever it is they want to say. If the House is in session with quorum, hold on, Mr. Soul. Then the behavior of House members will be on record. But if we are not on record, you cannot record us and put it out there in the public sphere. If you do so, you will be in violation of the rules of the House of Representatives. Therefore, if you are caught doing such, now this is where
The boo.
Terry killing me. You think we here playing around? Now, Mr. Soul, the question was, if you are caught doing this illegal thing, you will be arrested and thrown in jail. So let's dissect that statement here a little bit. Forget about the update. Forget about the moral.
Why should the update be ignored?
Because if you want to discuss the uptick, then this is what I'm going to say to you. If it is just the uptick, you win the day.
So why you want to remove it? Isn't that part of the crime scene? Isn't that part of the crime scene we are talking about? Okay, let's listen. Let's listen to that. You ask a question. You have your cheering squad guy already cheering you out because you rescue him, whatever it is, so he's comfortable. But let's listen to it, and now we're going to dissect it in a much deeper context where you guys are trying to sort of twist the wind here. Okay, so and let's see here.
Friends, this section is not legal yet. Any we come for here with you. This section is not legal to get quorum. We are not video recording talking. You're carrying for your cry. We put your machine. This section must be legal.
This is the third person per our constitutions of the Republic of Liberia. And what he doesn't understand, if you are in the confines of that building as a public service person, you are on a microscope. What he's doing there is a high level of muscling the press, sanctioning the press, intimidations, and say anybody. So he's telling us when journalists are in the confines of that of the Capitol building, and you have group of civilians trying to maybe carry on some sort of ploy of assassination or something, it should not be reported. That's why he literally saying there's a long implications of that. He doesn't understand. So when they are out of chimneys, they must talk nonsense, they must talk trash, and the media people should mute their microphone. This is what you guys are promoting. This is not what civilized society requires. And you guys should be ashamed of yourself for this guy. He talking the way he's talking as if he's not the leader of the first branch of government, and that he's telling people that people will go to jail. So then you also in the part of Dr. Malley. So there's no need that you blame Dr. Malley because you want to be throwing people into jail because you're talking things and the public needs to have access to this thing.
Before I bring in Terry, let's go further than that. Because at this point, we are now wrestling with the logic involved. We are no longer, you agree with us, that nobody broke the law. That is already clear. Nobody with that statement. We're only discussing now the logic. There are two components as far as I'm concerned: the logic of it and the moral side of it. The moral side, which is also combined with the uptick, I have no defense on that.
Why?
Because I think, to be honest with you, that was also deplorable, to be honest. So I cannot defend. Yes,
it's quite interesting.
Well, Mr. Stowe, I told you, we are in a better position to speak the truth because we support this government and we support President Baka to come to power. And therefore, when we speak, we are not speaking from the position of jealousy, from the position of envious, from the position of hate. We are being truthful. So I can give you that. However, we agree there's no law broken. Now, you see, when you're going to go into this kind of sound bite, and perhaps you want to use that as a talking point, you have to understand you're going to face the liberal. This guy, the liberal, he's been around the block. And I also can dissect that information that you're putting out there in the public space. Now, let's go a little bit into it. He said, and I will quote him now, if you guys are caught doing something like that, you will go to jail. If you go to jail, you will cheat my knee. How would that person go to jail?
What?
Did he specify?
He was very definitive. He was very definitive. He exercising his authority.
So how do you know that? How do you know that?
He said they will go to jail. No, so let me just ask you. Let me just ask you.
Hold on. Terry, you want to say something or you getting ready to go?
Yes, I want to provide information. This information is subject to be checked.
Okay.
According to the 1976 Penal Code, Section 19.1.
Penal Code again tonight?
Oh, but these are the things, because we want to find out that what Deborah is saying, So the Penal Code says that it is illegal for a journalist to carry on recording, all right, to somebody without the expectation. That should be established. Or the acquaintances. Yeah. So you can't a journalist, that the same thing that boy in on the OKFM that went to record the PUL investigated and found out that he was wrong. When he went to recall Geraldine Pia, when Geraldine Pia said he should not record, he should not put him on video. And they made the arrangement and all. And he still went to do video. Geraldine Pia or said he took something from him and told him to cut it off. Sylvester Chodoplay from OKFM in Nima County. So Geraldine Pia took it and they went to investigation. The PUL investigated the matter and found out that it was against the journalistic code of ethics and conduct according to the law.
Terry, they are not on the same page with you. You are speaking when you provide those kinds of conversation. You provide it to people who perhaps will want to be on the same page with you. They are not. Their intent is to drag this thing into the mud. And what this is what they do. The sheriff, all the other proceedings, this is what they do. They take the part that we all agree to say this is not the way it's supposed to go. They take that to be the face of their conversation. They're leaving the other part that we can defend effectively. They put it behind, but we're not going to let them do that. We're not going to let them do that. So let me hold on, Mr. So the point here, he said you will go to jail. Did he say I will send you to jail because I'm a speaker of the House of Representatives? Did he say that? Did he specify? No, Mr. Stone, you
no,
can't
wait,
say
no,
you
hold on
now.
one second, because
You're trying to hold us to a point, and I'm asking you this. The Speaker Richard Coon said you will go to jail because our Speaker Richard Coon will make sure you go to jail. Did he say
in
that?
what? Okay, so then let me just flip the question around. Since you tried to rewrite history, in what capacity was he speaking?
As member of the House of Representatives.
Or as member of the House of
Because he said,
Representatives?
listen to this. He said, we are not in section. We have no
Listen,
quorum. And as long as you don't
listen,
have a quorum, you cannot call him the Speaker.
listen. No, you see, this is a classical abuse of power. What you guys are not helping when you have leaders making careless statement, when he's definitive in his actions, align with his authority that he can put anybody in jail without even the due process, that is troubling to me. And you don't see that.
Okay.
If anybody else said that yesterday, we will frown on it. He didn't even say the law would take a course. He was
We got
very
people
precise.
who
No,
came
hold
up
on.
and said they
Hold on. Let
want
me
to
just bring
eliminate
you,
dictatorship.
let me expose your weakness, you and your theory. He did not say the law would take its course, because when the law is taking its course, then it go through the
It is
process.
understood.
But he was, what
It
he's
is
doing, he's using his authority as speaker, and then he think he can send somebody to correct him.
Assumption. He didn't specify that I'm using my
What else he needs to specify when he said you will go to jail? It's not a declarative statement. He said you will go to jail.
Yeah, you're gonna go to jail. I can tell.
Is that
if you play with me,
can anybody tell? Can you Samson tell? Can anybody tell you said something and the local say you will go to jail? Is that acceptable to you in real world?
Because I don't accept it, that doesn't mean the person can say it. But because the person said that doesn't make it true. So the point here, you guys, you can't go to court and win with this kinds of argument.
I am not taking it to court.
This is
what we are doing. What we are saying. The essence of this conversation is to defend and protect people's civil liberty. You do not even when someone kills.
That you don't want to defend people civil liberty. I'm the board chair here, and you telling me I can't do that. You only defend my civil liberty. That now you're coming to defend people in civil liberty.
Because that's the same thing we're talking. You want to impose yourself on the institution. We have listen. It's an institution. I am not above the institutions. We have policy. We have guidelines.
All right. Let me open the line. Let me open the line. See how much support you're gonna get.
So, can I come in little before you open the line?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the thing here is, Mr. So let's be honest to the conversation. I believe you are a professional journalist. I've seen your work in all that
area.
The speaker said that if you recall, when we have not yet conducted quorum, that means you are recording something against our will.
Exactly.
So if you record anything here without you waiting for quorum to be established, you will be in violation of the law. In simple terms, now that's why I'm putting it in simple terms.
No. Don't restructure his word. Use exactly what he said.
Yeah, okay.
And what he said. And what was his ending statement?
Mr. So, yeah, he said people will go to jail. There will be people in jail because they break the law.
Okay, honor our law. Who determines people committing a crime going to jail?
The Justice Department.
The court.
Also, is he the court now?
But then he said,
he didn't say he the one going to
why he making a declarative statement that people will go to jail?
Because he's breaking the law of privacy.
Not only that, it doesn't mean that he's going to put the people in jail.
Yeah.
Why you want to tie this thing around his neck?
Mr. So, we got to understand that there is a law that protects people's privacy.
It doesn't matter. We also have a law. We also have an institution that determines when you are accused. You tell it when you are accused of a crime, right? Even if a weapon is caught, that you are caught with that weapon, what do they do? Do they just put you on? Do they just execute you? You go through a process.
I agree.
So what is the process?
Investigation.
Okay, so was there any investigation? He assumed that when anybody they will go to jail. Why can't he say why can't he say the law will take its course or you
Mr.
will
So,
fail.
Mr.
So, but he's
So,
telling people,
That's a choice of expression.
exactly.
But you are
is that a
right.
good choice?
No,
No, we already
your
agree.
choice of
Let me,
expression
guys, let me
sounds
take this call.
favorable.
Let me take this
But
call.
is it the choice of expression that the speaker decided to
Terry,
use at the time?
let me take this call. Let me take this call. The person getting ready to talk. Okay, let me take. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? Let's hear from you. Make it brief. Yeah, we can't hear you. You're low. You're very, very low. Let me merge the other caller here, and let's see whether Mr. Soul gonna be standing alone here tonight, which I suppose and I believe it will be the case. Let's hear from you, Mr. Sherry. Mr. Sherry, are you with us? Yes, yes. Go ahead. Now you're clear. Go ahead. No, not yet. Hold on. Let me merge the other caller. Oh, yeah, they come.
God.
Yeah, they come. Yeah, they come. Yeah, they come. Yeah, they come. Let's go ahead, Sherry. Go ahead.
Mr. Sosa put that in here tonight. We feed it with.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, hold on before you become
That
so
man will not
disappointed.
play. That
Hold
man
on,
doing
hold
your
on.
purple. You will not
No.
play your.
Okay,
You will
go
not play
ahead.
your.
You're disappointed. You're disappointed in what?
We are not only disappointed, but again, we are worried and we are troubled. We all know that this institution, have always championed people's right to express themselves.
Okay.
And always protect the law that was passed by His Excellency President George Maria,
Oh.
the Abdullah law, and also then buttressed by the Civil Martin Declaration that gave journalists the right to be able to report and be protected. But what is even more worrisome on this particular platform is that we are not discussing the consistent pattern of key members of the executive threatening the rights of people to express themselves. And I'm going to give you two distinct examples of what this is about.
Just give one example. I got about 9 people behind you, Mr. Sherry. Just give one example, please, so the other people can have the opportunity.
From the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism, where a journalist, Julius Jair, was then threatened for expressing himself, where even members who supported this particular rescue mission, because of that, that is on record, of coming on the OKLM or even threatening journalists. So the consistent pattern of key members of this particular regime to threaten journalists, we think that this is troublesome. And remember that particular house is a public house. That is not the personal bedroom.
Thank you. Thank you.
So when you go in there, whether you have the forum or not have the forum, it is the right of journalists to be able to report.
Oh, thank you.
Try to follow up or try to protect the evil act, the very own democratic act, the diabolic act of the regime speaker. I am worried.
Thank you, Mr. Sherry. We got other folks. Thank you, Mr. Sherry. Thank. Okay. The branch. Thank you, Sherry. The branch of government that you're making reference, that's not executive, that's legislature. But let's go ahead. Caller 221. Thank you, Mr. Sherry. Thank you. Let's get other people a chance. Caller 215 number. You're next. Let's hear from you. And guys, please make it brief because we got a lot of people on this subject matter here tonight. I know that the one's a hot one. Let's hear from you.
Good evening, Mr. Tool.
Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind?
Thanks for taking my call and good evening to the other panelists on the show. My name is Godwin calling from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Thank you.
I followed the show greatly, and I think I want to buttress the first caller who just left the line, and he struck some certain point. I think this is the second time or third time in a row for the speaker to make some defamatory statement or unserious statement against the press as in his sitting capacity as speaker. I think it's wrong, and I think the speaker is in the know of the Abdullah Kamara law, and speaking in such manner, I think he's diverting or knowing the Abdullah Kamara law, and I think he owes the journalist an apology, and he needs to go back and retract his statement.
Thank you.
That is unserious and does not work well for our political setting.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Aaron Bropler, you're next in line. Caller, when you're done, you can just thank you, Mr. Aaron Bropler. Please, we got a lot of people behind, so make it brief for us. We're asking you to kind of make it brief, and go ahead, Mr. Bropler.
Yeah, good evening to all you guys on the show.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Toe, let me, add my voice to the first two callers that just left the line. Speaker Richard Cole, right? He's from accounting, Simon County. So, but it becoming a pattern here for this speaker, especially, his violent behavior, the way he talks to people. Sitting in that kind of office, you don't talk like that in public. Even if you want to tell the people not to record because you guys don't have a quorum, there should be a better way to say it. You can't tell the people you're going to go to jail. If anybody record anything, you're going to go to jail. This was the same man who authorized people to break into Yeke Koluba car. This was the same man. But today, you and Terry sitting on that show and trying to defend all these kinds of stuff, knowing very well that this man is from the Unity Party. Yesterday, the former president had direct insult on him and his mother and his wife. And he really said, if you ever cross the president or his family, you will not walk the street freely. They were running away on this show. On Liberia Public Radio. So for you guys to sit there today, you and Terry, sometimes you come on the show every day, you pray. Look, our God that we serve is very, very merciful. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
You and Terry could be on the show and be defending these kind of things. But then every day you come and pray. Terry is a pastor. I'm really, really shocked. Mr. So, who is the CEO? You need to take some drastic measure because LPR is a platform that we come to and listen to hear a balanced information.
So people will start receiving letter overnight.
Thank you. Thank you.
They should also be sending money to.
Thank you.
They should be sending money to FPR. Just how they tell him it's a soul to remove us.
Let's hear from you, Labra man. Let's hear from you. But don't we're discussing Labra issue. Don't
No, that Kissy, I come and speak to you.
Okay.
I'm talking like Kissy way.
Okay.
Well, I said, you know what? Because I'm surprised that
you can't speak in Kurokwa. You talk about it.
No, but Mr. So,
yeah.
I mean, do you think that when the speaker says, when you do this, I'll put you in jail, does the president of the United States even have the right? Does he have the authority? President Trump, does he have the authority to say, I will send this man to jail? No. It's the authority, not of the president, but it's the authority of the court. So if the man he said, I will send you to jail, he's just trying to, overuse his power. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
No, don't tell me thank you. I'll talk about it. I mean, no, Mr. Trump, don't lie. This is,
I'm trying to merge the other guy.
Right in the heart of the public building. And he said, when you record, can you tell anybody here, it is not a private section where they're having or classified or discussion. Why would you stop journalists from recording or from, recording even audio or video in a public building?
Okay.
And say you send them to jail.
Thank you.
And then you are defending it too. You tell me, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. I don't know whether he's a pastor or he's a politician, but who knows? All right, thank you.
Thank you. Prince Daba, let's hear from you, my brother. Let's hear from you, my son.
Yeah, okay, Mr. To, thanks for taking my call and the two gentlemen there. How you guys doing? I know Mr. So and Mr. To and the other gentleman there, not Mr. To, well not Mr. So. I think they get playing the double African here and they're not defending that. I know Mr. So, Mr. To, he cannot defend that kind of a stuff. He can't even say that. So I don't think I think he didn't expect that from the speaker. He just playing the double so we can have a conversation and listen to him. But I don't think probably Samson can actually go and say that. That building is a public building. The man is not in his house. The journalists can record him, even in your house. The paparazzi will want to take picture when you not close your window. So Congo is becoming an embarrassment to the nation, and he needs to stop. That violent behavior, talking radical way, rebel behavior, talking those things, those days are gone. You think the sheriff would take unlawful orders from him to put people in jail? The sheriff would not go take something on unlawful order and grab the man. The general would not even go to jail. If not, general can't even go to jail because the sheriff would not take that kind of order from the man. Go to jail. You go to the man. You get that more. You're talking that you're not in section, as you said. So you can't hold that man in contempt.
Thank you.
Because section, you can hold the man in contempt and say, well, the man, you're not in section. So obviously, what you're talking about there, those guys were talking some rude things in there. They want to generate that way threaten the man. Because if there's nothing illegal or something funny thing they were talking in there, you're not going to be so angry that they're talking.
Thank you. Thank you. Last caller. I know you did not. You just job for to have a conversation tonight. All right.
You can't actually back that kind of thing. I know you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, my son. Thank you. That's Prince Dover. That's his own show. Okay. Let's go to the wireless caller. Then we'll go to Rescue 3 to close it. Wireless callers. Let's hear you. What's on your mind? Wireless caller. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Elvis calling from Minnesota.
Elvis in the house. Let's hear from you, my brother.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say that when we are listening on the, listening to the show, you shouldn't try to, insult our intelligence. You got some intelligent people listening to the show. And some of us will respect you. Terrified, at 50-50, but for you, I respect you. So when you see wrong, call it wrong. You're a proud man, You're not somebody that would be around the bush. You see it, you call it the way you see it. So when that guy is trying to be a dictator, trying to be a regime speaker, trying to bully people and strong arm them with, and browbeat them with words, you have to call it out. These are the kind of people that when Walker in the country, when they catch them, they get in 25, they start beating everybody. I say, but what the men did? These are the guys who think they're tough guys, but when things better hit the fan, they're trying to run away. You're not no militant. You're a Speaker of the House. For Terry, who sometimes I like to think is a smart guy, will tell me say there are laws on the books about recording. That's a public building, first of all, Terry. Anything that those guys are doing, once they are gathered together, just like the law said, when two or more are gathered together, he will be there. Jay had to gather more than one. The press is supposed to be there. Nothing should be, spoken beyond the backs of the Liberian people, planning things, doing things out of quorum, and then you don't want people to record you because you don't want the evidence. This is the sign of a corrupt person. They want to do things in secret. They want other people to, to cover their crimes. They don't want nobody to see what they're doing. And it's disingenuous to us who respect this platform or like to listen to try to tell us that our eyes are lying to us or our ears are fooling us and we're not hearing what we're hearing. Please don't do that. We like the show, but sometimes we feel insulted. We feel compelled to call in when we see clear wrong and blatant wrong, and you guys are trying to dress it up as some kind of political scheme or something that we're too foolish enough not to understand what the speaker is trying to say.
Thank you.
Really, that guy, he needs to be removed. He needs to be removed because already you can tell from the beginning he's a corrupt person. His character is flawed, and all of his actions is the actions of a corrupt person. Thank you for taking my call. You did it.
Thank you, Elvis. We appreciate it. Rescue 3, close this thing for us.
Yeah, Butcher, how you doing?
Oh, not bad. The Butcher is here, kicking. Go ahead. Let's hear you, Rescue 3.
You see the garden from almond tree? When one person speak green and say that black, all of them will come and say that black. the rationale behind they say that blind looking at green, the current blind, they were not really justified. All the things that they are seeing tonight, that they say is the first time happening. When they don't talk over, when they don't want, they're living here. And got to the House of Senate. The same thing that we are talking about tonight, our children did the same thing. They were not a crime during that day, and none of them said nothing about this. But if the speaker has said anything that they are saying that they will remove the speaker, you have speaker in the house in the past. You're not letting him. You're allowing him to lose his seat. So what the numbers are you hiring the House President to go remove Richard Kuhn? If Richard Kuhn has said something concerning the press, he get there, that right. We also, although we can condemn him, but the manner in which you are saying that, just say Richard Kuhn has committed a worse crime in our place there. I don't think it's fair to Speaker Kuhn. But this issue that you are discussing, if the name is seen that we are not have quorum here, we are not have to begin our discussion. Please don't recall what the crime are there. But everything like you know, when something happens, especially for the name of the ruling unit party, it coming from the country because no more country there. They were kind of getting and start justifying it. So don't forget about the Richard Kuhn. There's not a fight happening in our place down there. Well, all the night that they are making, what the TNA had to remove Richard Kuhn. Thank you for the show. I want to keep you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the show.
Thank you. You will be the last caller for the night. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Radio. Sitting here having some good time here tonight. Some wonderful, wonderful time. Let me recognize few people. Mr. Prince Double, thank you for joining us. Madam Comfort Gifford, thank you. Madam Collins, Evelyn Collins, thank you for joining us. Helen Wilson, thank you for joining us. And many of you, my Esther, of course, thank you very much. We appreciate all of you joining us tonight. Folks, again, Samson Toll sitting here with Sis Kotu, Mr. So, the CEO of LPR, Mr. Terrence Collins was also analyst of LPR, having to be the pastor, by the way. But he's not doing a pastoral duty here tonight because that's not what he's assigned here to do. He is here to have conversation about the country and have to express himself, and he must be allowed to express himself freely, whether you like it or not. That's what we do here on LPR. Well, unless we're gonna, Mr. So, we're gonna close it now. Say, Scotty, what will be your closing 1 minute, please? Because I gotta read my stuff here. I beg you. Go ahead.
Oh, you're still reading?
Yeah, I gotta read my thing tonight. Go ahead, Mark 1 minute, please.
Very much. It was a beautiful show. The only thing is that I know when I come out with my view, people will think that because I have, a bone to chew with Kuhn is what I'm coming with this decision. But I want to tell people once you are a public official, you should be aware that every little thing that you do, hollering in the corner, said to have your
We can't hear.
platform.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. What you saying to you talking to me or you talking to what you say again?
You're not hearing me?
No, we didn't hear you. You heard it?
You don't know about him yet? Because he doesn't like what you're saying. So that's a ploy.
Well,
Mr.
yeah,
So I wasn't hearing her. That's go ahead, madam.
in the public space. If I were him and you don't want people to recall you, don't even announce it. I don't want people recalling. Because the moment you made that pronouncement, people will be there to recall. Don't be in the public. Anything you don't want close to your mouth. Because the moment you mention, they will automatically recall you. And like you see, it's all there already what he said. I mean, there should be no way that it should start, sanctioning people of not recording when you find yourself in the public space. You don't want to be heard about, keep yourself off the public space.
Thank
So
you.
your whole turn upside down the moment you get into politics. You eating your own restaurant, you sitting, they describe your driver, you eating.
Thank
So that's
you.
how I see about this whole thing. And
Thank you, ma'am.
he should expect people to record him. Anywhere he is, they will be recording him.
Thank you for Bamboo to Divacola. We like that. Terrence, let's hear from you. Then Mr. So will take us home.
Oh, Ebizo, you guys don't seem to amaze me. And that is why I come here every day, with commitment to speak for my country. I'm coming here to want job in Liberia because our family relatives died during the war. And we cannot sit down and allow Liberia to go back and people say, oh, because you pastor, you're not supposed to talk about it. Some of us have been intercessors for Liberia's survivability. We pray for Liberia when we used to be under the bullets. We was part of the people, those women that you saw under the sun praying for Liberia. And we have no record of holding arms at all. But y'all will not allow for us to go back to Liberia. To Bople, you know, the mercy of God, that what moved Jowiya from power, because God is merciful. You understand? God was tired with him. That's why he left. God took him from there. So when you say God is merciful, that's true. God is very merciful. That's why today he's not in power again. But let me read something that Solomon George said. Solomon George. Let me read something that he said. Solomon
Who was
George.
Solomon George? Solomon George was what?
Solomon George was the representative for West Point.
Okay. But what party you are with?
CDC.
Okay. I just want to. Okay, go ahead.
Solomon George, ruling party coalition, has told President Weah that some of his critics needs to disappear to enable rapid development in the country. But let me show you the meeting he said. The Monserrado County, this is Front Page Africa, 2022, August 22nd. Listen to this. The Monrovia County District 7 lawmaker made a remark in the presence of the Liberian president, who didn't say a word in reference to Representative George threat to members of the opposition. In further call, he further called on the president to ban student politics at the University of Liberia, adding, Mr. President, there is a problem with these students of the campus-based Students Unification Party, SUP. They cannot dictate to us how to run a university. If SUP wants to be political party, put an end to student politics so that SUP can come and be in full-fledged political party. They have been sent by the hyenas that are waiting for the young lions to die before it can eat it. We who are the foot soldiers are here to protect you, Mr. President. That was quote unquote Solomon George. And there are so many other writings, so many other statements that they have forgotten. The sedition then have been calling. Have they ever criticized these things? Then they're acting hypocritical and coming here and talking about, oh, we can watch a show and we've been watching the show and you're not a baby. You're not a baby. Wake up. Then you criticize these people when it was your time. Then you criticize them. You defended them to the core. But unfortunately, these are not the scenarios that we find ourselves in today. Yeah, Richard Kunde, this does not look good. We said it. Maybe the way he said it does not look good. But what Richard Kuhn said falls within the confine of the law. A journalist cannot recall a representative or whosoever without the acquiescence of, without the person allowing them to do it. It's in our law. That other guy who quoted, I know Abdullah law, I think that Madingo man law, I don't know who wrote it whatsoever. But that law refers to that law refers to human rights, giving you the power to speak freely. It's different from this scenario. This scenario is a person allowing a journalist to record them. That particular right must be given to the person to decide on our law. The reason why we don't know these things is because in Liberia, everybody friendly with everybody. Today, I saw a Gossin William. What can be causing the president? He was defending the ball from the ball. No, Liberia, I see what mess. He was defending the ball that is allegedly caught for for bribing the DEA for drug business. Gossin Williams, who can be aggressive on the president, was defending because apparently the men are a relative.
Oh.
Apparently the men are a relative. He was defending the man at the court. So you see, Liberia, We got to stop the hypocritical. That was sometimes we come on the shoulder, just look at you, and we get on certain side intentionally because we want to see what you will say. Because,
Thank you.
and that is why I wanted for you to answer. So I can bring this document answer for you to tell us that you people condemn these people. Then you get ready. Oh, you can say, Pastor, you're not Pastor. That my first time hearing that one. Have you sent offering to my chair? Have you sent offering? Thank you, man.
Okay, Terry, thank you.
So
Thank
bad.
you. Mr. So, let's hear from you so we can close, please.
Unbelievable.
Cisco to
This
mute
is
yourself.
So funny that they have you.
this is
Cisco to mute yourself so we don't get a background noise. Also, go ahead, Mr. So.
this is one of the ridiculous nights of Terry Collins. I can't believe what you guys are doing. And it's good that he pointed that out and throwing himself like Robert Bangura here tonight is absurd. Look, what we are saying,
What did you just say,
yeah.
Mr. So?
And again, he said, Abdullah Lord Maningo Law, he trained himself like Robert Bangura here too, because he's been very ridiculous. But
He was doing
look,
that day. He do that day. He was doing that day.
he's actually Robert Bangura here tonight. Let me get to my point.
My goodness,
What we are
this is
saying here, what we are saying, words of politicians, the connotations of politicians' words are very, very powerful. But it's the same way, just how, and you saw seditions, the ridiculous attitude of the Solomon George and the rest of the other people who were acting as if they were loyalists. It looked like they kind of like they don't know the actual meaning of being a loyalist. And they were doing things, and the president at the time, George Weah, did not say anything. He paid a political price. So other people hold those things and they saw the outcome. But I can tell you, politicians, especially with state power, their words is not just ordinary word that you and I can say. You remember in the 80s when Greg D. Allison told the Liberian people, and when he was making a declaration as this school, he was telling his university student be moved or removed. We saw how AFL moved on those people. Was it his actual intent? But because of the power within him, people acted on that power and we saw what happens. So this is not about, these are bad behaviors that reflect on the president. Does that mean the president authorized it to get that thing done? No. But people do these things so as to gain favor, to be a loyalist of the leader. Ultimately, that's what they do. And this is what we don't want to see happening in our country, because we know how people misuse and abuse power, and other crazy people out there who also wants to gain attention, to be a favor of those people. They act on those statements, and nightmare and terrors are range on people. So when we're saying this thing here, we are doing it because we much better get this country ahead than you guys coming here. So yesterday, Terry and you are taking us in a visual cycle. CDC did it yesterday, so United Party should do it. Is that a susu we're running here? No, we are running. It's a country. So we need to put things, we need to fix things. Not because it spoiled yesterday, we should consistently have it spoiled because we want to protect one of our own. But you saw in tonight, you guys expose yourself. That's why you were so desperate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Water over 10 times here tonight because it's a miserable night.
Thank
But
you,
folks,
Mr. Thank
the
you,
labor
Mr.
will not
So.
push us away. He, his ally, will continue to be here. We'll stand up for right. We do not have a party.
Thank
When
you.
we're speaking, they say we have a party. That is okay.
Thank
But we
you, Mr.
stand for
So.
protecting people's civil liberties. Why are you running me
Now you
out?
know how to protect. Say thank you, Mr. So. Look, folks, it's very sad. Mr. So, you have a terrible night tonight. All of the callers that were talking, they were all
You want
they,
to
they were
rewrite history?
they were saying it and trying to make you feel good, but they were all in our favor. No, on a very serious note. Look, guys, let me say this here before I let go of my panelists here, including Mr. So here tonight. I'll be reading my stuff, your final paper here tonight. But let me say this. Look, on a very serious note. On a very serious note. We all come here on this platform every night. And we come out here. For me, I come and open my platform with prayer. And it's a very serious prayer. I believe what I'm doing. Now, when we start the conversation, you come here, you respect us, we respect you. You come here to watch, and we recognize that. We must be allowed to be stupid if we want to. We must be allowed to be genuine if we want to. Whatever position we want to put ourselves in, we must be allowed to do that. Now, you as an audience, it is your choice and it's your right as to whether you want to stay with people who's stupid or you don't. That's one thing. Second, for any of you to come here to say that because we are defending something that you consider to be undefensible, therefore we are acting or are considering you a stupid person, that is so much condescending to our position. Unacceptable. We must be allowed to disagree with you, even if our position is ridiculous. As I am, I'm the most ridiculous person on the show. Well, I'm going to tell you, your hand fame, my mom, my hand fame, you can't do nothing to me. I'm like, cool. Mr. So, I'm
So,
speaking.
no, let me say
Mr. So,
something.
Mr.
Hold
So,
on, let me
Mr.
say
So,
something.
I don't want to,
Hold
no,
on.
before you will
Let
say,
me say
no, let me
something.
finish, and
What?
you say, let me finish, you say, let me finish, you have the time to say whatever you want to say before I close the show. You can't come out here and try to intimidate me because you think, say, you're coming to watch us, and therefore we must agree with you. You come to watch us, so big deal. We said thank you. You don't want to watch us, big deal. We said thank you. But you will not come out here and demand that we satisfy you because you're coming to watch us, which we do appreciate. Let us come here and have a conversation. We will say things that most likely you're not going to like. You're not going to like what I'm going to say. And I'm not going to like what you're going to say either. I don't agree with Prince Sherry 100% of the time. But if he comes and he wants to talk, I'll let him talk. It's my duty to kind of act. I'm not going to threaten him to say one of the reasons why I don't like to watch you and whatever. I can't say that. Please, let's be here as family. We come out here. We've been doing this thing. Some of us been doing this thing for the last 18 years, every night almost. It's not like you don't have anything to do. That every night, 8 o'clock, you come on and stay with us till 10, 11 o'clock. You got basic things to do. But for goodness sake, if we come here to enjoy each other, we don't have to disagree. This is a talk show. It's not a party. It's a talk show. I might take my position, but most of the time when I come out here, I criticize when it's necessary. But I'm responsible in my criticism. I am respectful in my criticism. I don't want you coming here to try to be condescending to my position and my person. That we will not tolerate. We come here, we talk about all of us. You want to stay in your lane? Quite correct. I stay in my lane? Quite correct. If we're going to come here to have a conversation, let us first of all agree to disagree and be respectful to each other's position, even if you don't like it. Mr. So, let's hear from you.
You welcome my microphone now?
Yeah. Your mic is free.
So, yeah, okay. The next time, before this is the same thing we are talking about. With that, I'm fully in the core, and this is what I always say on this network here. we're having these are serious conversation that we are having, and I vehemently disagree with you. But you run the talk show, I run a program. There's a big distinction with talk show and a program. So let me just put down record. You do your talk show, I run a program.
That's
Now,
correct.
it's quite correct. I coming to this conversation here, it brings diversities. We don't have to agree. And we understand we have a polarized and divided country. People have their interests in different places, which is okay. But we must also be able to exhibit high sense of tolerance, political tolerance. You don't have to agree with what I say. You don't have to agree with what Samson say, but the argument, our case, how we want to build it will help to sort of change the course of direction. Uh, the Liberal has made his position clear here on this network. He's a Liberty Party dropout after his party went into.
I'm still member of Liberty Party USA. I'm not a dropout. Why would you say that?
Okay, okay. But now he support Joseph Boyka. So it is glaring. It is known that all his argument will be that of Joseph Boyka. But it is our responsibility who are in the neutral positions and believe in Liberia, want Liberia to be what it should ought to be, to take a positions and counter his point. Terry also made his position clear here that he supports, he's not a unity partisan, but I believe he says he supports President Boyka, correct? So of course, he's not going to bring weakness to the discourse. So no matter what it is, I've never seen anybody who would just come, who supported people and just surrender totally. But it is our job. We saw what Ekroma, you're right. It was Samuel Doe, but Samuel Doe was speaking directly to Grady Allison. When he said that word, Grady Allison walked out of the chamber to execute what Samuel Doe was saying. So, folks, we just want you to understand these conversations are very critical. They are painful. It's not necessarily to appease you to sort of. It's not an entertainment. I don't see this as an MC Caradenian do their entertainment. So we want to give our analysts respect, and this is what we open to air here. Whatever party you belong to, if you want to be a contributor here, come. You must have a thick skin. You don't have to agree with me what I say, and that's why I don't argue with them. But these are people, they have their party. So anything people say about their
Thank
party,
you, Mr. So.
they always want to fight by to gain the rifle play. Liberty Party are denouncing he's seeking refuge with Unity Party.
Liberty
So
Party.
don't
I'm
stop
still member of Liberty Party USA. I sent you copy
USA.
of my. I sent you copy of my. How do you call it? My application was
Why
accepted
is it to
fully.
me to do what with it?
I want you to know it, no, so you can see it.
I
You got
don't,
a
I
copy
don't,
of it.
I don't care. I don't need send it to Nyombi Kanga or Daros Delon. Not me.
No, that's Liberty Party, Liberia. I'm Liberty Party
Oh, you
USA.
get one here in America.
But and Unity Party, even CDC, they got CDC USA.
Who you understand? Who you understand about?
I think forgetting the president name, you know, so.
Good night, Libra.
Okay, folks. Those of you that still want to stick around, we say thank you. I have some interesting thing I want to read to you tonight, Terry. If you want to excuse yourself, we say thank you very much. I'm going to read to you. Those of you that want to stay around for these are some of the stuff we just talked about here. Liberia, whatever is happening now, it is not unique to this day and this time. We have had similar situation, but back then things were a little bit civilized. The civil position then, and people are much more. I would say primitive now because they take knives to each other. They fight. They try to not only disgrace, but they want to bring your character and your entire family down nowadays. Back then, you have to approach the situation very, very carefully. And at the same time, we have one party state then, like was new from one party state, two-way party. Whatever party that was there, we don't know about that one. But we only know two-way parties back then. And then the Progressive Alliance of Liberia were trying to get their foothold into Liberian politics. So the way they went about that is to go through as a grassroots party, to come from the bottom up. Because in order to be opposition to the elite, you have to have the elite, their support base, which is part of the poor people, to be cut off. And how do you do that? according to the progressive. How do you do that? Is to make the poor people to understand that these people are not in your interest, that these people make you to vote against your own interest. And this I'm going to explain here tonight. So I started here the other day. Those of you that want to stay with me, fine. If you want to go, that's okay with me as well. So let me go on. So last night I read the two-week party and the increase of rice. Price of the rice to be increased from $22 to $25, from $22 to $30, from what have you. But imported rice, and they, according to the story, the importation of this rice, they were going to make the profit over $3 million. What was it? $3 million plus. Okay, whereas the farmers at that time, Lofa County, which is known and is still known as a breastbacke of Liberia, people were trying to convince them to grow more rice, but their profit, according to the paper, were going to be like almost $600-700 or so. Total were going to be 6,000 plus, compared to 3 point something million for the importers, and the importers were some of those elite Liberia. So this is what Pat is doing. Okay, and this is coming from the Voice of the Revolution, a publication of the Progressive Alliance of Liberia, and this was written by March 31st, 1979. Okay, so let's go ahead. All right, it said Power plans mass demonstration on the rice issue. Since August 1978, it says, the Progressive Alliance of Liberia has been exercising concern to the government of Liberia about the idea of increase in the price of rice. As a communication of its effort on behalf of the poor, PA has decided to organize its mass demonstration of the concerned citizen for April 14. The following comments and extra from the letter offer for information of the public. PA sent Minister Chinonwe a letter observing that we harbor a misgiving about the idea of the increment in the price of rice. However, in the tactic of objectivities, we wish to ask that you be so kind as to inform us of your reason for advancing the idea, as well as the basis upon which your ministry make a projection of result. Because the Minister of Agriculture say, if you do this, if we increase the price of rice, the local farmer will make 6,000 plus as profit. Whereas they were not talking about importation. But when they went to the House of Representatives, they decided to be truthful that the importation were going to give the importators, the people who importing rice, they were going to make profits of over $3 million. Okay, so September 6, 1978, President Talbot wrote the organization saying, this is the letter, because when they wrote this thing here, a copy of the letter that they sent to the Minister of Public Agriculture, they sent a copy of the President Talbot. So President Talbot wrote them back. While this matter is being considered by government, we appreciate the interest shown by the public as demonstrated by you, and I look forward to the reaction of the minister by affording the opportunities of hearing your view and conveying to you her justification for making the recommendation, so that an objective appraisal of the situation can be made. What President Talbot is saying here, thank you for bringing this up. We accept it and we agree for the debate, because the minister, he's saying that Minister Florence, would tell you her justification why she's saying, making a recommendation of increase in the price of rice. Okay, the use of now this is PAD now. Those days you don't have media as it is now. You don't have Facebook and what have you. So you have to write, and people need you. You assume that people will read your writing. So PAD now, being a propagandist. All of them, most of them. Okay, listen to this. The use of the word justification about Tubbo now. Tubbo wrote this and say here, hard justification. Use the word justification rather than, for example, reason. Suggest that the president identifies with Chinonwe's view and support the idea of price increase. These are the different type of communication now. September to November 1978, PA contacted Honorable Chinonwe office on several occasions in the hope of obtaining a response. These efforts were to no avail. Okay. At first, the organization letter was reported missing. PA submitted a copy. That did not make any difference. January 15, 1979, PA released the first issue of the Voice of the Revolution, which I'm reading now. The first issue of the Voice of Revolution, dated January 30, 1979. It carries the following question for the reader. How do you feel? Listen to this. Listen to this. How do you feel? This is PA now asking Liberian people. How do you feel about the government idea of possible increase in the price of rice? Right? The Voice of the Revolution. The implication was that an article on the rice issue would be forthcoming. It appears that the Ministry of Agriculture drew such a conclusion, knowing that PA had not been sent a response in deciding to do so. Okay. January 17, 1979, a letter from the Ministry of Agriculture was hand delivered to PA Center. Their center is right there on PUA, behind PUA, and Getty Street and Benson. I mean Getty Street and Ronald Street. Okay, but they will say here, center on January 17, 1979. It was dated September 4th, 1978. And was the reply to the organization letter of August 21st, 1979. It submitted a booklet. Instead of replying to their letter, they submit a booklet explaining the entire procedures of the Ministry of Agriculture, what they do, what they don't do, all that kind of stuff. Okay, a booklet on the government agriculture plan and objective. January 29, 1979, PA wrote Honorable Chinonwe referring to the letter it received on January 17, and note, while we appreciate the effort, we regret that the literature does not seem to satisfy our interest. The reason why your ministry advanced the idea of increment in the price of rice and the basis upon which your office make projection of result. We believe a meeting with you will be most useful. They're asking for meeting with Minister Chinonwe. Chinonwe replied saying, I appreciate your concern, and I suggest you come into the ministry in Sincar, Monrovia, and consult with the Assistant Minister for Planning, Honorable Joshua Cooper Jr. Those of you who remember the minister at that time, the guy, Assistant Minister Joshua Cooper, you will know that. Minister Cooper will supply you with all the information we have. Probably Chinonwe have been trying all along to avoid putting a view in writing. It also believed she suggested a discussion with Joshua Cooper so as to leave herself free from being quoted on anything. However, a discussion with Cooper became unnecessary after Chinonwe submitted her annual report to the legislature. So, you see, this is what we talk about when we have people who are smart. So instead of meeting with Joshua now, the assistant minister, they went to the legislature and got a copy of Chinonwe's report. There now, they will tear the Tubbo government down from this right importation. Watch and see. Okay? So, and the sad thing is, as I stated yesterday, Two-Way Party, on the other hand, They were not even prepared to deal with this. Two-way party, on the other hand, took these people for granted. They said they got nothing. We've been in this country for so long. The entire government to open the interior. The people believe in us. That was two-way party then. I believe, we have been trying, okay, blah, 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 okay. It continue her funny, listen to this. This is sound like Prince Sherry. This sounds just like Prince Sherry. They said, recommendation now. So it contains her funny, that's their word, her funny story about increasing the price of rice uh, 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 to, to, to encourage the local farmers. March 17, 1979, during a PAR meeting in Monrovia. This is the interesting one. In Monrovia, the issue of Honorable Chinonwe recommendation was discussed. The members noted that they are poor people who are being pressured by too many price increases, and that one on rice is clearly a threat to their survival. They believe that the poor people were suffering because of rice price. If they increase the rice, this is back in 1979. If they increase the price of rice, poor people were going to suffer. Remember, I also told you that people, the average, on average, people were making like $70, $700 a year. No, not $700, $70 or so a month. Okay, all right, let's go. They also decided to where are we? Blah blah blah. Price increase, and that one of clear this some. Apart from agreeing to inform the legislature about their view, they also decided to stage a mass demonstration in order to dramatize the opposition to any increase of the price of rice. This idea of rice demonstration, April 14th, is forming at this particular meeting. Okay, and this meeting was held, what year was it? This meeting was held March 17, 1979. Okay, at that meeting, they decided the best way to have international. Now, I'll read that. The best way to have people to know that we're doing this, let's have a press. PAR members in the United States and in England were notified, and they are making arrangement to attract international public publicity to the demonstration. March 20, 1979. On March 20, 1979, Honorable Oliver Bright, you know these people, Honorable Oliver Bright Jr., Minister of Justice, was written by PAC. This is where these days now, it's different from then. Look what Gabriel Bacchus Mafia will do here. Justice was written by PAC Chairman Matthew as follows. I have the honor to request on behalf of myself, the members of this organization, and other interested and concerned citizens, a permit for a peaceful mass demonstration in total opposition to the unconstitutional ideal of the increase in the price of rice. We will wish the permit to provide for a parade, a repeat with banner that describing everything that they were intending to use during the parade. A banner and placard on April 14, 1979. This was March 20 now when they planning for April 14, 1979. Beginning at 3:30 p.m. Starting at Park Corner in Monrovia, traveling on Ronald Street, then Broad Street and Camp Johnson Road, and ending on the sidewalk before, but across the street from the executive. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But we will bring this. We will bring this on air here. I really don't know what happened. We got cut off. But again, I really don't know what happened. Got cut off. So for those of you that are still watching, want to thank you very much because I don't know what happened to my stuff here. It went dead on me. But we will continue with this. I know where I stopped. So very interesting. We will continue with this here on Thursday. I have a lot of document here that I'm going to be reading, but we will continue this here on Thursday. I want to thank all of you. I don't even have the music anymore. Thank you very much, and we'll say good night to all of you. Good night, folks.